The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week, we'll be starting with John Moffett in the town of Mendon. John, what's moving in Mendon?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to expand a little bit on part of what I was talking about last week regarding assessments. I made the comment that if you're going to look at your assessed value versus what you probably could sell your house for nowadays, it's quite different. So our equalization rate is 62%. That is what the state determines our assessments are compared to the probable sale price of your home. So in order for us to come up to 100% assessment or close to it, we would have to do what's known as a reassessment or a revalue of all the properties in the town of Mendon. Now, the state does provide some very limited funding of $3 or $4 per parcel to do a reval or reassessment. The cost of such a process would, because we have one part-time assessor, that person couldn't possibly do a complete townwide reassessment. So we would have to hire a firm to come in and do that. The cost of that would be somewhere between $100,000 and $200,000 for a community the size of the town of Mendon. And where that money would come from is out of your pockets. It would be your tax money that we would turn around and hire somebody to raise your assessment. Normally, that doesn't go over too well with people. The town is we're the ones who do the assessing for all the town of Mendon, including the village of Honeoye Falls. So hiring an outside company to come in and do a reval or reassessment is the responsibility of the towns. So the village, the school district, any other taxing authority like the Mendon Fire District, they're not responsible for paying that fee to an outside company to come in and do a reassessment. The first thing that would trigger that would be the town board would have to budget for it. So as many of you know, we're in the middle of our budget season now, or towards the tail end, I should say, of our budget season now for 2025 budget. It is not in the 2025 budget to do a reassessment, but that's the first thing that would have to happen is the board would have to plan to spend that money. Normally that is something that the board would work with the assessor to schedule. And as of this moment, there are no plans for a reassessment. And I'm going to end it with that. Death and taxes, everybody's favorite subjects, right?
All right. Thanks, John. It's over to Mike. Mike, what's Livingston well, you can tell us about Livingston County too. What's Lima looking like?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having us all again. All kinds of different things now as we're approaching the holiday season. Livingston County Tourism has just released the winter issue of its guide, which I'm not sure if that can focus there. These guides are award-winning, book style tourism guides. Very good on the pictures and descriptions and all the different things you can do. This particular one takes you all the way through St. Patrick's Day. If you would like a copy, they are available at different tourist destinations, or go to the visitlivco.com website, and I believe you can request one there. Always something to do in Livingston County. State Senator Pam Helming sent out a notice, which I will forward on to everybody here. She is urging everyone to support the Toys for Tots run by the Marine Corps League. It's that time of year. Unwrapped toys go into the Toys for Tots boxes and then are distributed through this charitable organization. At Pam Helming's district office on 25 North Street in Canandaigua, there is a box if you wish to drop one off there and chat with the senator. Or locally, Legion Post 282, Lima's Legion, which is actually over in West Bloomfield, just north of the Four Corners. They have boxes out too, and you can stop by while they're open and drop off toys there. Failing that, if you want to drop them off here at the town hall, I will make sure that they get into one of these boxes for you. Livingston County has marked November as National Hospice and Palliative Care Month in Livingston County. Our hospice that we have in Geneseo is Teresa House. We've been annually supporting Teresa House through the Crossroads Festival for quite a while now, and they do an excellent job there. But should you be in need of palliative care, Teresa House, that's TERESA, would be one of the places that you could contact. There is also a Livingston County Hospice homepage that you could visit. You could email if you wish to volunteer to skniffin, that's SKNIFFIN at co.livingston.newyork.us. And hospice is a very important thing. End of life is something that we all get to eventually, and hospice can ease your transition there. Also, a reminder from Governor Hochul. We are incredibly under a statewide burn ban right now until November 30th because of the wildfires down that have crept into the downstate area. We have increased fire risk everywhere, and the governor is asking for people not to be doing any outside burning. Lastly, the Livingston County Board of Supervisors voted this past Wednesday to remove the restriction for being a Livingston County resident to work as a nurse at the Livingston County Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation. So this opens up the recruiting to a larger area. If you are a nurse and you're in the field of nursing home care and that kind of thing, and you would like a chance to apply at the Livingston County Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, we would love to have you. And you can visit the CNR online or stop in and fill out an application. And that's all I've got, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Mike. John, anything more from you?
I'm good.
All right. Thanks. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for watching. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page, subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the broadcast begins. Otherwise, you can read the transcript in next week's paper. That's all for now. See you all next week. Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.